Hello all. Well, it's been good having my knee back. It took a bit of work, but I have my freedom to walk again. I did several miles. Oops, I almost fall. I did several miles the other day on the protests against the child encampments, or concentration camps, as I like to call them. And therapy I've been doing has been working well. So, you don't want to hear about my pains. Let's get on with the video. Okay, I will. I was gonna get caught up on some environmental news that you probably didn't hear about. But right now, let's enjoy it and head out on a walk in the wilds of San Francisco. So, here in the US, climate change is starting to show its head in another ugly way, and that's sea level rise. We have several states that are in severe danger of sea level rise and having to repopulate its whole human population away from the coastline. What are those states? Well, it involves 13,000 miles of US coastline. Soon to be underwater is, of course, Florida. The entire state is going to be underwater by 2100. The Jersey Shore and California. I believe I live on the coast here in California. In fact, I have relatives that are living right on the water. Yes, we're seeing the water come up slowly, even though here in California, because of the San Andreas Fault, the land is going up almost as fast as the water. But the water has just now started taking over and is rising faster than the land itself. So there will be about 2.5 million homes that'll be underwater in the first wave. That's a lot of real estate, a lot of real money, as they say. You ready to move on? Let's go. I have to watch my energy level, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. It's something that people who are in pain all the time might be interested in. But I'm not going to talk about that now. Let's go on with the environmental news. There's one thing that doesn't make it on the radar of news very often, and that's the plight of the world's forest. Let's just talk about the tropical forests throughout the world. Last year, tropical forest lost 39 million square acres of forests to either farmland, mining, town building, agriculture of some sort. Let me show you a chart here. I hope I remember to put it to video it, of how much forest land we're losing every year. And we don't even know how much we've lost in 2018. But that brings on another issue. A lot of this forest land is being devastated by farming, mostly livestock, such as cows, sheep, goats, and other various farm animals that are then put on this land, which then quickly denude it and basically turned it into some cheap, lousy grade grasslands where there used to be lovely tropical forests and all the ecosystems that are with it. That's going to bring up my last issue, is veganism, or just becoming a vegetarian. Personally, I choose vegetarian because your body does need some of the proteins that are in eggs, cheese, and milk products, such as cottage cheese, low fat. You sort of need a little bit of all that to keep your body pretty healthy, especially your bones. Your bones. But you may not know how much resources go into making just 4 hamburgers. That's it, just 4 hamburgers. So this is sort of just for your own information. It's probably not scientific because you don't know the size of the hamburger that they used, but I'm sure it was just an average fast food type hamburger. It takes 25 kilograms or 55 pounds of feed. It takes 220 liters or 58.11 gallons of water, and it takes 25 square meters or 269.098 square feet of land for those 4 hamburgers. So a lot of people want to say that nobody wants to do anything, but your mouth causes more climate change than almost anything else you do other than driving. If you are a meat eater, you're causing some pretty severe climate change and land degradation. We're seeing the forest of the world decline very quickly, just so that they can put beef cattle for fast food restaurants on it. That hasn't stopped. It just fell out of the news. You want to see the world's ugliest mushroom? I'm about to show it to you. God, look at that thing. Is that bizarre or what? So that brings up one more issue with health, and that's just talking about me. So in the mid-70s I was in the military, and I got 2 injuries that have been with me ever since. They have crippled me down to the bed for months sometimes, but I have learned about physical therapy and loads of other things that have helped me get back up and going. But unfortunately, you can only repair these kind of damages just so far. And one thing you can't really repair is the pain when these parts go out or shift or something. So sometimes the pain level gets pretty high. A lot of people go through this when they get older. And the problem is getting some kind of remedy to fix the pain. And I've always just used like 1 Tylenol. That's it, and that'll calm it down enough to where I can live my life pretty much and kind of block out that annoying pain. It brings it down levels. Well, I kept hearing since the legalization of marijuana in California, back when it became legal medically, that there was something called CBD. And I didn't think anything of it. I knew some friends that were using it and saying how great they feel, and I thought, man, that's just placebo, you know, and I didn't think much of it. Well, it became legal for recreational, so I said, well, let me try it. And I got some CBD, THC, 3-to-1 kind of thing, and they've got it all measured out in a little ink pen kind of like thing, and you suck it and there's no smoke. It just puts vapor in your lungs. And first time I used, I got a wave of no pain. I said, I like that. And then it went away, and I didn't really think much of it, but I did the follow-up recommendations to give it a fair try. And within 3 days, the pain level had come down from probably 6 to 5, you know, and the highest would be like 7.5. You feel like it's 10, but if you compare it to fire, it's not that bad. I tried this CBD, and I've tried it for 5 weeks now, and let me tell you, it is truly a miracle drug for pain. The unfortunate thing is that California just tightened their regulations, and of course CBD can't be found anywhere, or everybody bought it up and there's a shortage. So just when you find something that works. God, it's the story of my life. Anyway, so I certainly do appreciate all the people watching my last video and commenting on it, and the comments on the last videos. There's been some testiness between people. I can surely understand with the way things are happening on the planet. But with you and me and everyone else sticking together, we have no choice. What's coming is coming. We have to do what it takes to fight it off. Will we win? Will we lose? Who knows? So until next time.